Hello, so today we talk about the cyclohexane chair. You may start to see the cyclohexane draw like this. We call this the chair conformation, and it's the real conformation of the cyclohexane chair. There is no flat hexagon in real life. The cyclohexane molecule look like this, sort of. As for student always ask how you know why you draw like this, and now I show you. You guys know the Budweiser. Let me Google for you the Budweiser. You guys know what I talk about? The Budweiser. Let me copy and paste. This guy over here, the Budweiser. This is the cyclohexane chair. Look at it. Let me make the bigger. It's the same thing. My God. Now I don't have the money, so if they sue me, I don't have the money for the lawyer. So let me delete real quick. I don't want to get the sue. I don't have the money. Now, the real reason why the cyclohexane chair draw like this is because of the 3D model. I always tell the student to build the goddamn model, but they never listen to me. If you look at the 3D model, you can see why the chair is drawn this way. I got this from the Wikipedia. Hopefully they don't sue me. If you outline the chair, the 3D model, you can see why the chair is drawn this way. Now let me delete real quick so they don't sue me. Actually, you guys know the Wikipedia. I donate 500 yen to the Wikipedia every month, so maybe they don't sue me because I donate to them. Let me bring back the chair. It's good to look at it as a reference if you're too lazy to build with your model kit. Now, there are 6 carbon on the chair. Each carbon have 4 bonds. 2 of the 4 bonds are part of the chair already. The other 2 bonds are the substituent on the link, and it is very important you know where to draw them. You either have an axial substituent, which is the straight up or the straight down, or you have an equatorial substituent, which is at an angle. If you look at the 3D model, you know what I talk about. It's very important you know where and how to draw these bonds because there are only 2 ways you can draw these bonds, one from each chair respectively. Now let me number the carbon for you. I always tell the student you should number your carbon to keep track. Let me number the carbon of both links so that you can see where the carbon go after you do the chair flip. The carbon will move. Oh my God, I forgot to do the equatorial. You guys don't even tell me. My God. Let me number first. 4, 5, 6. And then I forgot the equatorial down bond on the carbon 4 over here. My God. Now, when you do the chair flip, you will see that the carbon will move position. If you are holding the 3D model in your hand and you rotate the bond to do the chair flip, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. This is not the magic. I am not doing the fire gassing. This really happened in real life. If you just rotate the 3D model bond, you will see what I'm talking about. The carbon one from down there go to the carbon one from up there after you do the chair flip is still the same carbon. And then as for the bond, all the bonds that are pointing up must still be pointing up. I only color code axial and equatorial, so maybe a little confusing. But every up bond stay pointing up, every down bond stay pointing down. Only thing that happen is your equatorial position will become the axial, and your axial position will become the equatorial. For example, that blue bond pointing equatorial up on the left link on the carbon 1 become the red bond axial up on carbon 1 in the light link. It's the same carbon C1, it's the same pointing up bond, it just changed from the equatorial up to the axial up. You need to understand this. My God, students draw me stuff like, oh, the axial up now become the equatorial down. You cannot go from up bond to the down bond. If you rotate your 3D model, you see exactly what I'm talking about. And then it's very important you guys know what is the up carbon and the down carbon. If you don't know already, I draw it for you. The up carbon is pointing up, the down carbon is pointing down. Very intuitive. The up carbon must have the axial up bond, the down carbon must have the axial down bond. I draw for you. Now, if you know which carbon have which bond, that's how you very quickly and efficiently, accurately draw the chair in the 2D. If you look at the 3D model, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. The up carbon must have axial up, down carbon must have axial down. How you know this? I always give the student a mystery to solve, the riddle. I ask them, which animal stand on the three legs in the morning, afternoon, and the evening? And none of them know, so I give you the answer. Pause the video. If you want to think about it, I give the answer. It's the cyclohexane chair. It stand on the three leg. The chair you fat ass sitting on right now probably have four legs. The chair of the cyclohexane only need the three leg. But then student complain to me, Professor, cyclohexane not anymore. My God, are you see too? But if the cyclohexane not anymore, then you not anymore either. The plant kingdom. Plant move, very slow organism. And then you move to the animal kingdom. They move faster. They are faster, like the human or the lion. They move faster. And then you go to the cyclohexane chair. My God, this guy do the chair flip 10 to the 6 time per second. That's 1 million time per second. At room temperature, you raise the temperature, it go even faster. My God, this guy faster than the Usain Bolt. You guys know the Usain Bolt? Even Usain Bolt in the sample after he's seeing how fast a cyclohexane can run. My God, that's the real reason why he retired so early, did you know? And this line here is a very common and see-to-bad mistake that a student draw me. Why the hell you draw the axial bond like that? If you look at the two chair I draw above, or you build the goddamn model and look at the bond on the chair, they do not look like that. And then another very common mistake the students show me is they want to draw more equatorial for more stability, so they draw me all the equatorial positions, something like this. What the hell are these bonds? Look at the chair. There are no equatorial position that look like that. This is the DNE. You guys know what's the DNE? I'm not talking about the DNA. The DNA in your body. That is the deoxyribonucleic acid. This is the DNE. It does not exist. Just like your brain cell. If you want to see to bed, you draw me something like this. My God. The equatorial and axial position, there's only two ways to draw them, one from each of the chair respectively. What I've been drawing all this time is the 2D representation of a 3D molecule. We draw on the 2D paper because not everyone is a good illustrator, but you need to build a 3D model and look at it, rotate the 3D model so that your brain that's lacking in the brain cell can look at it and understand where the bond are, how the 3D structure look, and why we draw it this way on the 2D. I no more space, so I start a new paper. Student always ask me, Professor, what's the difference between the hexagon, the line angle polygon of cyclohexane versus the cyclohexane chair? And it's the same molecule. The polygon, you can see this hexagon. If you build a 3D model of the chair and then you look at it from above, this is the bird's eye view of the chair. But even if you look at it like a polygon, if you're holding the 3D model, you can tell right away it's not flat like we draw it here, because it is impossible to have the 6 tetrahedral of the cyclohexane be flat when they are bonded together. It occupies the chair conformation. It's the most stable, lowest energy conformation that the 6 tetrahedral occupy when they are bonded together. Now let's do example where you given a polygon and then you have to redraw it as the chair. Student always have question how to interconvert between the polygon and the chair, and it's really simple. first thing, so let's say this very simple molecule. First thing you want to do is number your carbon and then redraw as the chair. If you don't know how to number this molecule, you need to go back and do your goddamn homework. Make sure you study your IUPAC nomenclature so you know how to number the molecule. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The alcohol OH has the highest priority. Now recall, this hexagon is the bird's eye view of the chair, so anything on the dashboard going away from you like a coward is the down bond in the chair. Your wedge bond coming towards you like the James Bond is the up bond on the chair like this. So the OH dash bond is down, the methoxy wedge bond is up, and then let me a number on the chair as well so you can follow along. You always need to number your carbon so it's consistent, and then I color code it for you because I'm nice. Now let's do another example. We start off with another version of the chair, just a little different for the variety, but it does not matter which chair you start. Students always confused. Which chair do I start? Which chair do I start? Where do I draw the bond? It does not matter. The chair can chair flip and interconvert between the two versions, and it's still the same chair. The only difference is your axial become equatorial and your equatorial become axial. If you flash back a few minutes, I already explained this. So here is a chair. Let's say we want to redraw as the polygon. Remember, the polygon is the bird's eye view of the chair. So every bond on the chair that is down, if you are looking the chair from above in the bird's eye view, all the down bond will be the coward bond, the dash bond going away from you, and then all the up bond in the chair, if you look from the bird eye view, will be a wedge bond. In this example, all three substituents are going down in the chair. Therefore, all three substituents will be on the coward dash bond running away from you in the polygon. Now, make sure you number your carbon. I always tell the student to number going from one structure to the other so that you are consistent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you are numbering both the structure in the same direction. In this case, we go the clockwise direction. If you number different direction, you are either breaking the IUPAC rules or you are drawing a different stereoisomer. Let's do one more example for the people who have the C2 bar. And also, I always tell the student, make sure you practice drawing the shape of the chair. My God, some people draw some very ugly chair. You go to the furniture store, do you buy the ugly chair or do you buy the handsome and smart chair? Very easy choice, right? You draw the ugly chair for your professor, they send you to the dean. If you guys been doing your homework, you should know that the axial position is less stable, higher energy than the equatorial position. So here we have the free axial bond. We need to do the chair flip into the more stable free equatorial bond. Now I draw the chair flip pretty slow. I getting old. My hand have the arthritis and the carpal tunnel, so I draw very slow. But in real life, this chair can do the chair flip like 20 million times by the time I'm done. And if it's a summer, I can probably do 50 million times. You guys know the Levi Ackerman from the Shingeki no Kyojin. He do the spinning attack. He can flip really fast. I don't know how many times per second he can do the flip, but I guarantee you I will bet my bank account that the chair can do the flip faster than the Levi. Okay, so after you do the chair flip, the axial down OH on carbon 1 become the equatorial down, and then the axial down methyl on carbon 3 become the equatorial down, and then the axial up chlorine on carbon 4 become the equatorial up. All the axial position now become the equatorial, more stable after the chair flip. And then we want to redraw as the polygon, the bird's eye view of the cyclohexane. Again, this means if you look above the chair, everything that is pointing down will be the dash bond going away from you like a coward. Like the OH and the methyl both pointing down in the chair, it will be the dash bond. And then the chlorine pointing up in the chair, in the bird's eye view, it will be the wedge bond like this. And then make sure you number your carbon consistently, like I always tell the student. The other day, a student tried to pick a fight with me because they draw the cyclohexane chair and number the substituent clockwise, and then they draw the polygon version and number the substituent counterclockwise, and they try to argue with me that it's the same molecule. My God, are you C2? But if you look at your hand, you look at the palm of your left hand, your thumb is on the left hand side. If you look at the palm of your right hand, your thumb is on the right. It's two different hands. You cannot superimpose them on each other. Same idea here. The number and the direction in which you number matters. If you just build a 3D model, you can see this right away, but these people are so lazy, my God. Or maybe somebody uses a handle on their brain cell, my God.